How do you become a more interesting person? Genuinely curious what people think it comes down to. Because I know people with insane achievements who are boring to talk to, and people with completely normal lives who somehow always have something. So it can't just be doing cool stuff. Is it hobbies? Is it reading? Is it just how someone talks about ordinary things? That's the actual variable? Sorry. Mm, That's a good question. Response number one said, I think it mostly comes down to how someone connects with the things they talk about. Met a guy at the gym once who lit up describing how he learned to fix his own dishwasher like it was a grand adventure. Meanwhile, some dude who climbed Everest told it like reading a grocery list. The energy you put into telling a story matters way more than the story is. Someone else said, I second this. My coworker was talking about how she liked plant anatomy or WTV because it showed her how plants figured out the LGBTs before us. I don't care for either subject, but was hooked on how her mind connected the two topics. Mm. Um yeah. So how do you become a more interesting person? Or there's two different angles you could take from this. I would say, are you trying to be the more interesting person, or are you looking for interesting people? Because it doesn't really specify. Um, but then becoming is something that you already are, you know. And even the fact that you're online writing strangers asking how they think you become more interesting is interesting. You're an interesting person. We're all snowflakes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have anything that anyone else has, you know? Wait, no. You have something no one else has. It's you. And everyone is going to see you and judge you and then get to know you and judge you and get to know you a little bit more and judge you some more. And the thing is that you're never going to stop being an interesting person. Now you have to find the people that have the same interests as you and who are interested in you. You're not interested in everybody. For instance, you are an interesting person. And if you are looking for people that find you interesting, you have people that find you interesting. You're just not looking at them. There, you can, if you think hard enough, you can figure out who you know that is always trying to reach out to you, wants to talk to you, wants to hang out with you, is always listening when you're speaking. Everyone has that person. Everyone has somebody. Old, young, black, white, male, female. There is someone. You're just not thinking about them. So then you need to put yourself in a community where your interests flourish, you know? If you love rocks and you just love rocks so much, you're gonna go online right now, type in rock collectors, go to their meetings, go to their hangouts, join their forums, uh, talk to them, connect. Like, those are your people. They love rocks like you. But if you go to like an anime convention and you're looking for people who like rocks, you'll probably find them there too. But you know, your chances are smaller because that's not what we're here for. You have to put yourself in those situations where you will have higher chances of meeting people who are interested in you and find you interesting. Now, if you are saying this from a perspective of you don't think you're interesting and you want to be a more interesting person, that's just simple. It's focusing on what you think is interesting. So if you want to be a awesome person who is a go-getter and high achiever, giver, like philanthropist, charming, funny, you have to do things to become that. So you have to push yourself every day, wake up, find things to be productive with, and become that kind person that's just always willing to give back. You have to be that person. Then you have to go into those environments with people who are doing those things, which if you become that person, it's very easy to find yourself in those environments with people that are of that nature. But it starts with you, it starts inside. And you have to just realize too that we all have an audience, all right? We all have a niche. You are interesting. You just need to find your audience. And another way you can do that is by social media, starting a YouTube channel, starting a community yourself. Um, if you can't find the rock community, then create one, you know, create that rock community, create the anime rock community, post pictures of your rocks, talk about them, the different sizes and shapes and textures and colors. Do that. But interesting is very in the eye of the beholder, really. How do you become more interesting? What is interesting to you? What's interesting to you is not interesting to everyone else. Um, you got this. You'll find your people. And if you want to be a more interesting person for yourself, you got that too. You're already seeking answers, and those who seek will find, and those who seek are very interesting. As I've come to realize that the more you want to learn, the more you find people who are lifelong learners and they want to share their knowledge, and it makes you want to share. It's a good thing. If you want to be more interesting, find some rocks,